Hello, hello. Hope you're having a great evening this evening. I know I have started to have a pretty good evening. It is Wednesday night, hump day, and so I hope yours has been pretty good. We were just doing some testing a little bit earlier to kind of figure out where our problems were, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I could not see any reproduction of the hitching problems that I was experiencing last night in my current stream. And right now, the frame rate looks pretty good. Aleksendra is performing the Dance of the Seven Veils for your viewing pleasure. So looks like we're going to be okay, and we'll continue to watch it and to monitor it. And if it returns back this evening, then I will see if I can do something else. But for now, it looks like things are actually looking pretty good from a frame point standpoint. I don't see any hitching over here. I seem to be moving along at pretty much the exact same frame rate on the stream as I do in my monitored stream as I am in game, and which is all that I could ask for. So we're going to get started with a little bit more frame rate leveling. However, though, I think the first thing we're going to do, though, this evening is go to Booty Bay. We've got a little quest off the other hand to rescue 0x009HL. Need to take the boat from Barrington Bay to Theramore Isle and then return to Oglethorpe Upnauticus at Booty Bay in Stranglethorn Vale. I don't know why I need to go to Theramore. It's on the wrong continent. Booty Bay is on the Eastern Kingdoms right down here. Stranglethorn Vale down at the bottom. So it doesn't make sense to take the boat to Theramore and then come back to Booty Bay. But what we are going to do is, because I've already unlocked many of the flight points for Eastern Kingdoms, I'm going to see if I've got a flight point that's close down to the bottom. Let's go see.
Can I help you?
Can I help you? And it looks like I do right there. So we're going to begin the long ride to Booty Bay right now. And then we'll come back to Stormwind. So this will provide a nice long flight and also give us an opportunity to see if we are continue to experience frame rate problems as we go from one zone to the other. So with that said, let's jump to our in-game view. Woo, isn't that exciting? And we can still rotate. So right now we're flying up, flying south, as it were, from across the what is the Western Plaguelands? Well, the Western Plaguelands are up north. We're kind of flying across the Arathi Highlands, which you really haven't explored at all. Well, no, that's not true. We did do Arathi Highlands. I wonder why it's not showing us unlocked here. Maybe because I didn't have Silverpine Forest unlocked, or these part of the Arathi Highlands. But I definitely have. I've been all over the Arathi Highlands, so weird. Like if you look at the Arathi Highlands, there you go, right there. There's Refugee Point, and there's where I am. But I don't have Silverpine Forest, and I don't have Hillsbrad, which is this area right here. Yeah, Hillsbrad Foothills. I don't have that unlocked. So that's maybe why it's not showing anything there for me, which makes sense. So we're coming up on Stromgarde, and as you know, Stromgarde has been rebuilt and reopened in the current lore. We're behind. We're not at Battle for Azeroth yet, but in the current Battle for Azeroth, Stromgarde has been rebuilt for the Alliance and served as a staging ground for the Alliance. And there continue to be mini quests or the daily war effort, I believe. So patch 8.3 drops next week. I did a little bit of reading over the last couple of days on the lore for patch 8.2, trying to catch myself up on everything that's happened because I've been out of the loop entirely. And I still don't have a really good grasp on it, but I've got a fairly good grasp on it. But it looks like the long and the short of it is that the old god, to no one's surprise, has been released by a cantankerous pair of daggers, really more than anything else. And Calathon, I think is the name of the daggers. I can't remember. But the old god has been released. Sylvanas has said peace out to the Horde after killing Sourfang, and is still technically the war chief, but not really, because she's basically forsaken, if you will, both the Horde and the Alliance at this point. And she's now sort of the handmaiden working with the jailer, if you will, in the Shadowlands. And that's all sort of the prelude to the next expansion, which is supposed to be coming out this year, later this year. Is that we travel into the Shadowlands, i.e. Hades, i.e. the land of the dead, by any one of another number of mythologies, wherein we're special because we still have our soul and are actually alive, and wherein we'll do a lot of traveling around the land of the dead and then come back. And it looks like the Horde, the war between the Horde and Alliance for the Battle for Azeroth is actually over, without either side really declaring a victory, which is pretty typical. Pretty typical. In wars, both sides claim victory. And both sides realize that Sylvanas has gone completely unhinged and come off of her rocker, which is why there is the conspiracists, the conspirationalists, the members Iron Bloodbane, Ironhoof Bloodhoof, is that what his name? Bane Bloodhoof. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't get his name. Bane Bloodhoof, and those in Sourfang and those that supported him worked together with Jaina Proudmoore and Anduin Wynn to form an alliance between the Horde and also to rise up against Sylvanas. And Sylvanas detected it, hauled a special council, imprisoned Bloodbane, Bane Bloodhoof, and killed Elethen, the Tide Sage that she resurrected as a Forsaken. Can't remember his name. And then basically told the Horde to fuck off. He's done with it. That they're all mindless minions. You could see yourselves as I see you strutting about. Pebbles upon the field. Anyway. The Horde is nothing, as she said. Great cinematic. In-game. Pre-rendered cinematic. Thank you very much. This was so much. This whole expansion is so much the Horde's story, though. I mean, seriously, like, on the Horde side, you befriend the Loa of Death, and you help turn one troll tribe against, save a troll tribe against the internal machinations of its own leaders. You have a deranged war mage who burns down entire, commits genocide with a war chief. I mean, everything exciting, and including stopping the original, the Titan stronghold that has been overrun by the old gods, and we're breaking through. That was all done technically by the Horde. Everything in this expansion was really and truly geared towards the Horde. And you know, what did the Alliance have? Well, we reunited Jane with her mom. Yay! And I love Jaina Proudmoore. She's been one of my favorite characters from the very beginning. Her lore has been fantastic. I've always been really enjoyed her lore. Back when you were helping her at Theramore, and she was the mage in Theramore. So, yeah, I've always loved her as a character, and I've always felt like she's kind of got the raw deal from the writers. First, they made her, you know, irreconcilable anti-Horde, and then they made her conciliatory towards the Horde, and then again irreconcilable anti-Horde to the point that she leaves the Alliance pretty much altogether. And she comes back to lead the war against the Horde, and then finally becomes a little bit more anti-conciliatory against the Horde. At least she didn't turn full evil, which is a hallmark of pretty much every hero in Blizzard games. Only a few have escaped the evilization plans that Blizzard has for all of us. So, but yeah, so I love Jaina, and she did get some pretty bitchin' entrance in her ghost ship at the beginning, before before Sylvanas destroyed Lordaeron, so that no one could have it by plague ridding it. Because we took it over, we essentially had captured it, and captured Sourfang in the process. So yeah, that was this has been very much and then I don't mind so much like Horde side versus Alliance side. It does seem like often, like in the Legion, all the best cinematics happened over on the Horde side when Sylvanas turned tail, and at the upper part of that of the fight there in the plains of whatever that planet was that we went to, that realm. So yeah, there was there was just a lot there when Anduin fell, right? Anduin Wynn fell. Not Anduin, the Grey Wolf. I'm lobotomizing WoW Lord so badly tonight, it's just not even funny. But Yeah, so it's but I do like some of the things that I think are coming down the pipe for the Shadowlands expansion. It will be interesting to see. For right now, I'm enjoying just leveling this fire mage. See how long we stay with it and how far we go. There's still Elder Scrolls Online out there. That's a really enjoyable MMO that I might return to soon. There's also Final Fantasy XIV, which I love as an MMO. Good fun, good times, great. Looking for group mechanics. Beautiful game, much prettier, I think, overall than this game. Although this game has its own certain beauty and its own artistic style. If you don't mind the heavily tiled, old school terrain maps and texture maps in the background there. Still watching the stream. I don't see any. I haven't seen any chugging, so that's good news. Makes me happy. All right, we're coming up on the Cape of Stranglethorn. Not too much further until we actually get to Booty Bay. This is what that toy was useful for. Is it gave me the ability to fly directly to Booty Bay without having to run down here. And while this may not be the fastest means of transport, it's still better than walking. I'm a little surprised that I don't have my other... How to get other cities. Let's look that up while we're flying here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Didn't need that. I love it when it decides it's gonna like... My computer monitor decides that for whatever reason, the last version of the Internet Explorer of Microsoft Edge needed to be giant, full screen, not full screen, but windowed version. All right, well, is this still the case? It's like you still have to go to the actual cities and train them at the portal trainer? Has it been that way? Still that way? Patch 5.04. Here we go. Mage portals and WoW. Mage WoW Classic. I don't need to know about Mage portals and WoW Classic. I know how those work. Well, it appears that maybe they are. Mage portal spell trainer. The portal trainer is located near the bench trainers in a major city. In Shatrath, the portal trainer is located near Silvermoon, Exelar, city ports, etc., blah, blah, blah. So yeah, apparently I do need to travel to those cities and visit a portal trainer. I went to a portal trainer in Ironforge, and he didn't have shit for me. I'm not sure why. I wasn't able to learn that one, but I was not. Alright, we gotta find our guy. I'll be danged if I remember where he is, but probably down in the end here. Maybe. Upstairs, it says. Alright. Still upstairs. On this level. Maybe in here? There he is. If only I could get in the door. Hey, Ogrothrop Obnauticus.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, you're the great savior of Ook09HL. Hinterlands. I cannot even begin to express my thanks for your assistance. My homing robot series needs more development, but your recovery has saved me countless hours of extra rebuilding time, as well as many gold pieces and manufacturing costs. Here, please take your choice of any of these items I have. Thank you again for your generous assistance, Aleksendra. My robots and I are in your debt. Now, this wording of this is from all the way from WoW Classic, because this quest has existed since WoW Classic. The homing robot class was a great one. Back in the day, I think it only could occur in Tanaris. I think at least that's certainly where I remember encountering it. And then since then, over the years, they added more robots that you could be found randomly located at different locations. So, we received 20,000 experience and the Gnomish Inventor boots. But along the way, they modified, that quest when they modified all quests to basically give you something that was useful. To give you only things that were useful for your class, because in Classic WoW, all the quests were hard-coded to just give you one or two things, and they may or may not be applicable to your class. So it's entirely possible that you could get many things that were not the slightest bit applicable to your class from quests. And designers are perfectly okay with that. It's like, yeah, that's how it worked. Fishing trainer, stable master, blade trader. Here we go.
Greetings.
Here's all my silver items, and spider legs, 3 spider legs. I killed a lot of spiders last night, guys, so nobody should be surprised at all the spider legs. Okay, let's go and repair. 11 silver.
May your blades never dull.
May your blades never dull. And we will disenchant these items. Oh, not mail. Cloth. Gown of the Last Princess. Ooh, that's really pretty. I have that? Let's equip it just in case I don't. Do now. I got that too. Okay. All those things we now have. Whoops, stop sitting down, Aleksendra. These rings are way behind, but they'll come. Okay. So yes, we can safely disenchant that. Disenchant this. And this. Blood drinker staff. Yep. And the boots. Alright. Got our first large brilliant shard. Thank you very much. Okay. Cookie time. Make a fresh batch of mage cookies. They taste like styrofoam. I know. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Alright, looks like a bit of a flood here in Booty Bay. A lot of seaweed on the ground. Okay. Now... Take the boat from Booty Bay to Ratchet. No, I won't. No, sir, what we're going to do is Port back to Stormwind. Oh, created a portal. Uh-huh. I'll take my own portal. Alright, so, well, we need to add a few more cities to our belt. Eventually, I want all the cities. So we've got Stormwind. I don't think, let's see, did I keep that going? Okay. So what I think we'll do first, we'll spend a little time, a little traveling this evening. Let's go to Stormwind. We're going to take the train to Stormwind, or to Ironforge, and we're going to train at the Portal Trainer in Ironforge. All of these are for WoW Classic WoW. Shatar. Oh, they broke all those links. Alright, well, looks like it's the same way, so. Ironforge. Yep, looks as far as I can tell. Travel to the Portal Trainer. Okay, classic. All of Mysteries, the Mystic Wards, Iron for. Millstaff, Storm Eye. In the Mystic Ward, in the Dwarf City. Alright. Jazzy's in the Hall of Mysteries. Well, we're taking the Aladash Malinori to you, buddy. We're going to take the train over there. Ride the train to Ironforge, and we're going to go find Millstaff. And we're going to see if he'll train us for the teleport spell to Ironforge. And then I think we're going to then port back to Stormwind, take the boat to Darnassus, and get the Darnassus one. And while we're at it, we should see, whoops, going a long way here. While we're at it, we should see if we can go to the Exodar and get that one. This could take quite a bit of time and travel, but that's how it is. It's kind of like that's some of the more classic bits of contemporary WoW, is going to these places and training these spells. You can't be a proper mage without some of this ability. Oh, Cristo. This wouldn't be. Now we can't get to the... Well, we can if someone else ports us there, but we can't get there ourselves to the Golden Lantern Inn in Pandaria. Nobody needs to go to the Golden Lantern Inn anymore anyway. That's a fact. Interesting. Does not let you come up out of there. Teleport across. I thought I'd try it. Yeah, teleport's basically relegated to the nav mesh. And I'm pretty sure they do use a nav mesh, although it's hard to say. Of course, one prerequisite, anytime you get on the...
Chugga 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 choo choo.
Anytime you do that, you gotta have that. Hey, how's it going, Rebel Valhalla? Great to see you. Hope you're having a great evening. Yeah, we're doing a little portal training right now. We're actually doing it kind of old school style, traveling to the cities and picking up our portal trainers. It's been so long since I've been a mage. I literally have not leveled a mage in decades that I couldn't remember exactly how the hell to get the additional portal spells and teleport spells. I've got Ironforge, which is the one that pretty much came with the character, with the mage. So I was trying to figure out, yeah, like, I know, right? Are you playing Classic right now? I played a little bit during the beta, but I'm not playing right now. Just playing retail right now. And that's the funny thing is like, well, yeah, I know how to get them in Classic because I remembered how to do that. But I couldn't remember if they had changed since they were, if they had changed it more recently so that you didn't have to. I seem to recall it for a while, you just got the additional cities automatically as you leveled up, which is why I haven't been going around picking up the extra portals. But we're going to start with going to Millstaff here and see if we can get his spell for Ironforge. See what we can do there. All right. So supposedly this dwarf is in the Mystic Ward. Yeah, right there, in the Hall of Mysteries. Yeah, that's where I was. That's where I went to go see him the other night. In fact. Of course, not being able to fly yet. We don't want to do a lot of this without not being able to fly, but we at least need to get Ironforge and verify this is how you expand it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, cool! Very nice. Are you playing Horde or Alliance in the Classic? Outstanding, outstanding. I was just giving my rendition of my blood runs Alliance Blue, of course. So, but I was just giving my my version, what I know of the lore so far. I've been doing a little bit reading up, and I gotta say, for the Battle for Azeroth expansion, I think it was pretty heavily, not necessarily in favor of the Horde, but the Horde got the better part of the story. Like, you know, the most of the really good parts of the story, I think. The lore. All right, so here we are. Here is Millstaff, Portal Trainer Extraordinaire. Look, he's got them all here. I don't have to go to the different cities. I just go here. Wherein, Darnassus, Aleksendra, Ironforge, Theramore, Darnassus, Exodar, Ironforge, Theramore. Level 42 was the requirement. It just so happens I'm level 42, which is the perfect level to learn all these spells. Boom, like that. I'm a mage, bitch. I can teleport wherever I want. Sweet. Well, that'll make life much easier, and I only had to go to one portal trainer, so that's how they changed it. You know, I don't want to sound biased, but I think you're right. I really do. Like I was just saying, I felt like the Horde got their better story in Legion too. Really at the very beginning of Legion. Maybe the Alliance might have gotten at least an equal story, if not a better story, in Warlords of Draenor. But like, you know, our cinematics had King Rin, you know, down at the bottom, basically doing his final large climactic cinematic. But there was like another additional 30 seconds of that same cinematic on the Horde side, where you see what was going on with Sylvanas at the top of the cliff. And things like that all the way throughout. Now, Jaina did get a pretty sweet entrance on the Alliance side, beginning of Battle for Azeroth. But still, Sylvanas was in the vast majority of those cinematics as well, even on the Azeroth side. And she got all the sweet lines inside the capital city of Lordaeron, or inside the capital dome of Lordaeron. So, yeah, I kind of feel that they do too. I've been Alliance for forever. I love the Alliance story, you know, love the factions. But I've played the Horde a little bit here and there. I've never leveled. I don't have any max level Horde characters, for instance. I've always started as Horde a couple of times. Matter of fact, the furthest I got was in Burning Crusade. I played when Burning Crusade, when the Blood Elves came out. Me and all my friends rolled up Blood Elves, and we all got Blood Elves to around level 70, I think, at that time. Maybe 58, 60, yeah, to around max level. So that was probably the closest I got to getting a Horde to max level. But I was playing on a PvP server at that time, and I got so burnt out of trying to avoid Alliance spawn campers on the PvP server that eventually, and all my friends left to go off and do other things, that I end up going back to Alliance and playing on Alliance. So yeah, so we're just playing, we're playing retail right now. We're leveling our Fire Mage, having a great time, doing some very chill questing, going about doing all the things. I now have all the cities, so you know what, let's go back to Stormwind, which is the one that we did have. And then we're going to go get our buff for the Darkmoon Fair, and then we're going to port back to Western Plaguelands and start doing some questing. Yeah, it's funny, right? How you get kind of used to it. And I think the more time you spend with a particular faction, the more difficult it becomes, because you don't have all of the account bound, or at least you don't have the help of your fellow alternates on that faction. So, like, the first thing I did when I created this character is I took my high-level mage and I could make some bags, and then I took my hunter and I sent her 1,000 gold, and then, you know, so you have all these easy things, and then I have the heirlooms that are now account specific, so I guess you could get access to that. But yeah, so you have all these things that are available to you from your same faction side for your alternates, and you're kind of starting from scratch, and it makes it a little harder, especially if you have to change servers to do all that do that all over again. I created another Horde not too long ago, and I think I got to level 25. And then I abandoned her and went off to do other things. But I love the Blood Elves. I love Silvermoon City. I love the Blood Elves starting zone. I've been through that actually quite a few times, because that's what I play every time. I also, a long time ago, had a Horde, had an orc hunter named Shoots at Duck. I thought that was, I don't know why I thought it was funny. And I had a Tauren warrior named Calf Slobber. So that tells you how long ago those were, because you could actually get those. What am I doing? I am not... I need to be going to the mage, to the arcane mage. To take me to... Yeah, Tauren druids are fantastic. Both as NPCs and just as player characters as well. What am I doing here? Darkmoon Fair Mystic Mage. Carry me to the Darkmoon Fair, please.
Safe
Oh,
travels.
yes, thank you. 5 silver. I think it went up. Weren't you 1 silver yesterday? So you'll have you? I don't know if you how much of Classic WoW you played, and I don't know if you played from back in the original day. How much if you played it when Classic WoW was WoW. Um, all the stuff that I've been playing WoW since the games, actually since the Friends and Family Alpha. I'm a game developer used to be a game developer for Ensemble Studios. I work for Aruba Entertainment now, but back in the day when I worked for Ensemble, we made Age of Empires. And many of the folks that I worked with were good friends with the folks at Blizzard because we were competitors to Warcraft. And so we had sort of a friendly rivalry, and a lot of the developers there knew each other. So when World of Warcraft first came out, a lot of us, including myself, were invited to the Friends and Family Alpha. And in fact, Greg Street, who I worked with at the time, was a designer at Ensemble Studios. And it was our raids that we all went together on at those beginning early Classic WoW days that really convinced Greg that he wanted to go work for Blizzard. And he left Ensemble and went on to become one of WoW's most prevalent designers. Pretty much defined the vision of the game for the better part of a decade. So I've been playing WoW since the Friends and Family Alpha, and I've maintained a subscription all this time. I come and go. There have been times when I played more often than I am out of Dark Moon Fair ticket rides. I am so sorry. Please don't club me over the head again.
Welcome.
So I remember Classic WoW from when it was Classic, and it's funny. Yeah, I got you until Cataclysm. It's funny because for one thing, I find it interesting that a 14, 15-year-old game, the 15-year-old version of playing a game has not only not just a fashion. Come on now, did I not open my book? There we go. Has not only become fashionable, but is extraordinarily popular and making Blizzard a shit ton of money right now. So that's pretty. I find it really amazing how popular. I kind of expected it to be popular, but apparently it continues to be popular. I'm seeing some people kind of trickle off now that some of the newness has worn off Classic, but still, the numbers seem to be doing really good because Blizzard is planning more Classic expansions. But yeah, it is funny to see. Like, I went and played during the beta, and I played like level 30 or 32 during the beta. Level 30, I think, was the max you could get. I stopped playing before the beta ended, so I don't know if they increased the level cap. But I played to level 30 at the time. That was the level cap, and it was it's hard and so slow. Yeah. So yeah, Subtlety Rogue Subtlety Rogue was the class to play for doing PvP. Certainly. I don't need that. I need to go. Take our way back to Andorhol. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't do a lot of PvP. I did more back in the day and in earlier versions of the game. I haven't been doing a lot of PvP lately. In fact, it's hard to really define what I do a lot of in this game. Mostly level and quest, and then world quests, and then looking for group raids and dungeons. I don't participate in a lot of the high-end in-game content, both from a PvP standpoint or from a raiding standpoint. For one thing, I'm non-guilded. I have a guild that I play with, but it's a guild of two. It's me and my buddy Robert. and the guild is really advanced, but Robert is let his sub elapse at the time, so he can't invite me on and get me back in our guild. I hold him personally responsible. All right, we're going to put on the old man glasses and catch up on some quests here at wherever we are. Chillwind Camp. Lemon Grant. I hail from Westfall, far to the south, as do these men that travel with me. We are farmers and nothing more. I've been told that Lordaeron has been healed and that it was ready for tilling. However, this commander now tells me it's too dangerous to proceed. He says there's a war going on, that the plague lands still aren't healed. For anything else, I need to get some food in my men's stomach. Anything we do, fare seems to be plentiful. Yes, it is.
What can I do for you?
You must be prepared for battle, Aleksendra. Whether that battle is against a forsaken Andorhol, against a scourge in the east, or against some yet unknown foe. What is known... Right, yeah, no, exactly. I think like druids are hard to kill. Can't be hit with status effects. Paladins were the same way. You're absolutely right. Druid PvP was extraordinarily good in Classic. Yeah, and Paladins in Classic are beasts. Paladins were so extraordinarily unbalanced in PvP just because of their sheer the speed of self heals and the the shields, the bubble shields. And Blizzard developers at the Fine were like, it's okay, very good. You play a Paladin. We're low on arrows. I can obtain the shafts and heads, but I still need feathers. The birds that circle in the northwest typically molt this time of year. Do you mind traveling out into the field and gathering some feathers? Feathers for fletchers. Got it. One more quest over here from the Argent Crusade. Argent Officer Pureheart from the Argent Crusade. If I named a character Pureheart, I would be flayed alive by my editor. I saw the strangest commotion coming through the town the other day. A horse-drawn cart, loaded with crates and chests, and a Worgen woman at the reins. A blood elf by her side, and a dwarven paladin running behind, yelling some of the most creative obscenities I've heard in quite some time. It looked like they were headed to Eastern Plagueland, so I'd imagine they can't be far past the Andorhol River by now. Wonder what they were up to. Good old... what's her name? Yeah, exactly. Play it with self-heals. Most people do just give up. You're right, because you can't bring them down. It's like, turn around and go the other way. Of course, in Classic WoW, sheer undefined stun locks was a thing from rogues. I mean, you could literally, especially I believe it's subtlety rogues, you could literally stun lock a person to the point that they could do nothing and continue to reapply your stuns for sort of ad infinitum. They fixed it later and they modified it. They nerfed it greatly later on as they went along. But wow, originally, subtlety rogues were just stupid good at unporting damage. Not as stupid good as the frickin' paladins, but still really good. Oh, Mr. Bear, I am so sorry, but you are going down. Oh, he hit me with survival instincts. Oh, apparently that's a racial ability I have, maybe? I don't know. I lost my... Oh, that went down really quick. Lost my hot streak. One more. Enhanced pyrotechnics. Increased chance of that. Turn that on, would you? There we go. And then the second buff. Good night. Come on, get the enhanced pyrotechnics off. Yes. And now the fast fire blast. Now the... Oh, yep. The fire blast. And... fast pyroclasm. Scorch for good measure. Keep it up. How many more of these do I need? A lot. Yes, I can totally do that. You can just run out of any morph out of any effect, run away to heal, charge, and attack, and repeat. It's exactly correct. Yeah, that was. I remember just being so insanely frustrated at that as a mage trying to Frost Nova and Ice Cage. It's like druids like, oh, shift form, done, bye bye. So yeah, it's funny. So funny. Oh, that is not less than 2%, so I'm not going to get that double crit off, sadly. Well, he cheated on me, but he didn't finish it off, and so I still have an extra crit. So we can start off with Fire Blast with a double crit there. One Fireball to be helpful. And a second Scorch to finish him and to get the... Man, it's a shame I'm not a skinner. There's no shortage of skins, baby. There's a feather. I do love the Fire Mage murder train. And it is a murder train. See what I'm saying? I've played a paladin. Matter of fact, I have a level 110 paladin. I think she got all the way to level 110. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I might have leveled her during the Legion invasions and kind of quick leveled her, cheat leveled her, if you will, to 110. Paladin is a fun class. They really are. I haven't healed with my paladin, but I've done a little bit of, just a tiny bit of tanking, and of course, plenty of retribution. I almost exclusively play DPS classes. I'll occasionally tank every once in a while. I almost never play a healing class, healing spec. But yeah, and certainly, well, I was speaking mostly in general, that they're fun classes even today. There's still, even now, there's still a lot of fun. But yeah, you should definitely try a paladin in PvP. I think it would be fun, and for a couple of reasons. One, it's extremely important in Classic is that you get your mount for free. It's one of your class specs, and so that's 100 gold you don't have to spend on a mount, and a quest you don't have to do. And that 100 gold in Classic is pretty damn substantial especially if this is your first character, because you're trying to get 100, 125 gold it might be, because you also have to spend for all of your spell upgrades, right? So money is much harder to come by in Classic than it is for retail. And have I got all of them? Need one more. And so that's one advantage. And then two, they're self-healing, one of the true multi-class specs, and they get to wear plate on top of it. So ooh, it's going to be close. Barely got it all. One more side of bear meat. Oh wait, I did that. I'm going to get the double anyway. That's all the bear meat I need, boys. Obviously, gonna have to kill some more bears because we gotta gather up feathers. And there'll be some bears around them feathers. Hunter in Classic is an acquired taste, and yes, there is a lot of resource management. Plus, you have to give up all the bag space or set up the extra bags for the ammunition, and pet management is a real thing in Classic. Training them, acquiring them, feeding them, keeping them happy. On one hand, it's a pretty cool, interesting metagame that, if you're into that sort of thing, provides a lot of distinction for the class that other classes don't have, and that the class lost over time. A lot of people are pretty darn happy about seeing, about seeing all that resource management come back. But yes, it also can be annoying, and yes, you will totally run out of ammo. In fact, I remember from my Classic WoW days, going all the way into Scarlet Monastery, it was like me and another hunter, and I was a hunter too at the time. And we're down inside Scarlet Monastery, and this was on a PvP server, so we had to fight against Horde to get to Scarlet Monastery. So there wasn't any money. We didn't really come back out. My resource characteristics, check in. What the hell is that buff? What is that? Is that a racial? Well, I have a racial ability that survival instincts. Shoot, da 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 da. No? Yes, getting chased all the way there. It's exactly right. Yeah, you get chased all the way there. So you get inside, and then the other hunter that was with us, ran out of arrows halfway through the instance. And she's now completely and utterly just done. She can't do anything else. So the whole group, all of us, had to go back outside of the dungeon, fend off, Horde while we were outside the dungeon, wait for her to get back into town, buy more arrows, load up, come back. I was able to share some with her, but it wasn't going to last for long. She was just out. So it's funny. It's like of course she felt bad if she had run out of arrows, and we all felt bad for her. But that was the kind of shit that happened. I played during the beta. I decided to roll a warlock. That was dumb. I decided to roll a warlock because during the Friends and Family Alpha, when I played the original time, I played a warlock. That was my first character in WoW. So of course you've got the soul shards, and the soul shards go in your bag, and they don't stack. And I'd forgotten in Classic WoW For every demon except for the first demon, it requires a soul shard to summon that demon back. So if your stupid demon dies, and if you let yourself run out of soul shards, you're back to using the imp until you can gather some more soul shards and put them in your bag. And of course, I'm running around with 4 and 5 slot bags. Okay, that's all the feathers I need. With literally like 4 and 5 slot bags. Because I don't have enough bag space. So I made myself a tailor, become a tailor, so I could at least craft some slightly bigger bags. It's too funny. And yeah, so you give up bag space to put soul shards in your bag so that you can cast some of your spells. It's good times. It's good fun. It is crazy, but you'll have a good time. And especially if you get into you go over and do the South Shore open world PvP. That's in full swing right now that they've got the honor system set back up as of the last patch, I think.
Can I help you?
Yeah, Locks can be really interesting and a lot of fun. I played, I think I was playing Destro Lock at the time. Since then, Locks have gotten a lot of, yeah, exactly. They are very, well, they're very survivalist. I mean, they're with the Void, with the, oh, what's his name? Shadow Void, I can't remember now. I'm losing my mind. But, yeah, with the big purple, what we call the grape tank. They're the Void Walker. Thank you. They're super tanky, super survival, and they've got great CC with the Succubus. They've got great damage with the dog demon, whatever it is. Once you get to some of the higher levels, up in the higher levels, puts out stupid good damage. And then the imp gave a buff to everyone in the raid that was like 5% hit point boost or something like that, if I recall. So the imp was good to carry along on raids just because of the raid buff that he provided.
See you around.
Yeah, see you around. Yes, yeah, they do. And it can be really annoying. And great. You hunt like a true mage. Even if we can't set up our homesteads, at least we can eat. Ah, get a new ring.
See you later.
Ooh, and it's upgraded. Sweet. Now this is what I was talking about earlier. This mechanic is a fantastic mechanic where you get quest items, and the quest item is typically just a nice replacement for your gear. But occasionally it gets upgraded to blue, and even more occasionally it gets an epic upgrade to purple. And you feel really cool and special, or at least you would, if it weren't for the fact that you're wearing complete heirloom gear all the way through. And none of those upgrades, even the epic ones, are as good as the heirloom gear that you have on already. Again, another reason why I really would love it in retail if they just did away with heirloom gear altogether. It really destroys the itemization all the way throughout the entire leveling process. Said it last night. I'll say it again. I said it the night before. I'm saying it again today. Yes, I'm in full heirlooms because you're not going to hobble yourself. As long as they're a mechanic in the game, you're probably going to use them. Although I did hobble myself one time. But yeah, I did hobble myself and literally leveled with no heirlooms. And it was so much fun. I was, of course, less powerful than everyone in the dungeon because they're all wearing heirlooms. So that's not fun, right? And fortunately, this is a non-heirloom piece of the ring. I really could use an upgraded ring, so that's nice. So in this case, it's not broken, but in every other case, it is. So how are mages broken in Classic? Do you mean in PvP just by sheer virtue of the come to the dark side, no heirlooms? Exactly, right? That's how I feel. Like, exactly right. Like, be a man. Real men don't use macros or heirlooms. High Priestess McDonald. Sorrel Hill, that's where we're going. Hello, High Priestess McDonald. Sorrel Hill up the road to the northeast was one of the first places that the Argent Crusaders and Cenurian Circle were able to heal. The area is now free of the scourge. However, there are still many specters of the past that for some reason have not passed on to the next world. They may be mourning. Alright, I lost my place. They may just have unfinished business, or they may just be lost. Take my thurible, what the hell's a thurible, and use it to douse them with holy incense. One way or the another, we'll move them on to the next plane. Use the holy thurible.
Safe travels.
So yeah, because heirlooms are so cheap, you can just buy them with gold, and they're account wide. They're so easy to get now, and you're just, you're shooting yourself in the foot for if you're not using heirlooms. But with heirlooms, it just the itemization is just really and truly broken for the whole leveling process. And it's arguable that Blizzard doesn't care about the leveling process itemization, and I agree that that's probably the case. Because if they did, why would they? These guys are all green. I don't even have to fight them like I did in the old days. I just tell them to go on their merry way. I wonder if some of them will turn mad and fight me. I bet at least some of them do. Yeah, what I tell ya. Fool! There's a surprise. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Hit me one more time. Come on. Thank you. I need you to drop below 30% so I can do that. Hello. Time for you to travel on, good friend. Indeed, you've waited far too long. Nuke everything while leveling. Yeah. I can totally see them being, yes, being probably overpowered because they just sit back from a in a quest leveling PvE fashion. Uh-oh. I'm a charge of my fireball. That's enough. There you go. Aha. Take that. See if I can make this one mad before my hot streak wears off. Yay! Need one more. Bye-bye. Okay. We've sent these lost spirits back on their way, using our thurible of cleansing. Away they go. So the fire mage in I haven't played fire mage. The last mage I played mostly was as Frost, and I played her during Mists of Pandaria. That tells you how long it's been since I played. Came out of Mists of Pandaria, went into Warlords of Draenor, played her through good part of Warlords of Draenor, and then switched over to Hunter about halfway through Warlords of Draenor, and finished off as a Hunter main in Warlords of Draenor, and then continued with the Hunter through Legion and Battlefire as well. So in the next expansion, I don't know if I'll continue as Hunter or something else, but I haven't played a mage since Warlords of Draenor to any real extent, and back then, Frost was king. I started her, I leveled her as an Arcane, and I wanted to play Arcane just because no one was playing Arcane. I thought it might be fun to try, but there was a good reason no one's playing Arcane, because it was horribly underpowered. And even Fire didn't stack up to the utility that came along with Frost. I still don't know that Fire stacks up to the utility that comes along with Frost. Earlier in this expansion, just from looking at the charts, from the damage charts, Fire Mage was very close to the bottom in terms of DPS output for all the DPS classes. I think with the introduction of the new essences, from what I'm reading and understanding, they've made it a much better, more reasonable spec class. It's still not doing the numbers like Fury Warriors and Marksman Hunters and pretty much most of the rogue classes, but it is at least competitive now in raids and upper level content in terms of damage output. And the essences do a long ways towards giving it some better utility and better sustainable cleave damage. But of course, I don't care about any of that right now. I'm just leveling my character, and you can use any of the specs and do just fine, obviously, while you're leveling. So I thought it'd be fun to try Fire Mage, because why not? Fire Mage, Light Forge, Fire Mage. So your practice is the dispensation of the light through heavily applications of Fire Blast, Fireball, and Pyroclast.
See you around.
I didn't even read that quest, did I? Just took it like I knew what was going on. I think she's sending me to go talk to a Worgen. Muscle, invite you to join the Guild Fortitude. No thanks. I appreciate it, Musseline. Yeah, Fury Warrior is great. What it does. I leveled, no thank you. I leveled a Fury Warrior to 120. It's my second character I leveled to 120 in BFA. And once you got the hang of it, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, plenty strong. Really good. I also leveled a rogue, a combat rogue, a little bit. Got her to 110, but she didn't actually make it all the way to 1. I didn't play her through BFA. Come, Aleksendra. Let us see what lies for us on the other side of the hill here. Oh, the Worgen woman, that's the Eastern Plaguelands quest. You don't need to go there right now. What's going on here with the Andorhol Death Guard? Oh, well, it just went away. Because now I'm in the right phase of it. I'm in the cleansed phase, clearly. Field agent such and such is up here at the Minderstead. Let's go on up there to the Minderstead and do those field agent quests, and then we'll come back and do these quests here. What do you say? Andorhol Defender fighting against the legions of skeletons there. That's always fun. Pretty sure that's a quest. I did not want to go through that, clearly. The Minderstead is up here. Hey there, what's up, big fella?
I need to target
All right.
something first.
You got a pretty mouth. Plague carrier, lurker. Ugly looking spiders, what that is. Dawson's Farm. And the Minderstead, right over here. Little quests over here in this quest hub. Then we'll come back to Andorhol and make our way east. Oh, the Druids here. That's what you wanted me to come help the Druids. And the Paladins here too. Field Agent Karatish. Bono kai Christo, comrade.
Good fortune.
Good fortune to you as well. Welcome, Mage. As you can see, our camp is a joint expedition between Argent Crusade members and Cenarian Circle Druids, but we welcome all who wish to help heal the land. No longer does the scourge hold this area. We the living are retaking Lordaeron. We are taking great strides already, as you have already seen. The earth flowers, the trees grow tall and green, and the wildlife is beginning to return. Yet a few remnants of undeath remain. While the trees and grass prosper, the animals are struggling. Something is preventing them from healing, and I intend to find out what. Bring me samples of the plague wildlife so that I may study them more closely.
May your days be long.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Hardships few.
What do the other druids need?
You wish to speak?
I am Idriman Tolhide, a druid of the Cenarian Circle. You can thank us for healing this land, where once there was only death. We accept who choose to follow the druidic path, regardless of race, faction, or talent. Occasionally that means we enlist a druid who needs more help than others. I'd like you to meet Zenkiki. He's pretty new, and he's still learning his craft. Would you mind taking him out with you for a while? You can practice combat on the plagued animals that roam nearby. I remember the Zenkiki quest. He's tons of fun. Ready to go, man. Alright, we'll come back and get your quest. Oh, let's see. Syria?
What have we here?
What have we here? Lightfall Draenei. I'm glad someone's here to help me out. We Cenarian druids have recultivated Dawson's Farm immediately behind me. The land has flourished and our crops have been successful mostly. A few plants seem to still be infected by the plague that ran through this land. Perhaps their roots grew too deep, or the seeds are weak. I cannot say. All I can say is that I need an able mage like you to help me remove the bad plants from the good ones.
I run a stand-up business here.
I know you do, Syria. Alright, so let's go help. Let's go help my man Kinkiki, Zinkiki. Kill some things. We're going to pick up this flight path while we're here. Mist lurker sample. 20 wildlife with Zinkiki. Disease wolf count? Let's see. Shapeshift, get ready for the moonfire. Oh, stop that. Ouch, cut it out, it burns. Oh, Zinkiki. It burns, it burns. Come on, Zinkiki, let's go. We got more things to kill. Gotta get him on the hot streakers up. Hulking Plague Bear. You got him, Zinkiki. Another hulking plague bear. Good job, man. I am not going to get to that wolf before my hot streak wears off. Just not going to happen. Good job. Shipsip, Zinkiki is in control. Get over here, you coward. He is chewing me up rather healthily. You know what we need to do? Mage cookie time. Cookie time, cookie time, cookie time. It's the cookie time dance. Cookie time. Alright, we got our cookies. Time to kill another hulking plague bear, baby. Come on, Zinkiki. Come on, man. You can do it. Take that bear down, like you know what you're doing. Oh, we did not kill enough damage to use our blast twice in a row. You know what? You're probably the worst mage ever. And I'm talking about myself here. 2 stacks of enhanced pyrotechnics. Ship, try to swim away, man. I seem to be stuck. Yes, you are. Stuck. You are totally stuck. How come wolf no run away, man? Look at me healing with my fancy trinket. I thought there was more stuff to kill around here. There's some more bears. What else do I need? I need mist lurkers and plague lurkers. I got all the bears and wolves I need. Mist lurkers and plague lurkers are down here. I'm going the wrong way. Go across the road. Across the road, man. Do not attack me, diseased wolf. I have spiders to kill on the other side of the road. Alright. You're a sheep. Here come the moonfire. There you go. Way to get him, Kiki. That was a little sloppy on our part. We got to eat a cookie in punishment for being so sloppy. Come on, Zinkiki. You're doing good. Only 9 more wildlife do we have to kill. No binding webs for you, buddy. Take that, leg lurker. 14 of 20, 2 of 4 samples, only a few more left. Remember, if it crawls, it dies out here, kids. Oh, there's a nice crit for us. What did you do? Rawr! Rawr! Get over here! Here comes in Kiki! He's a character. Rorg! 44 rare. Well, we need to get him.
Away.
3.1 card. Rare. We're not done with you yet, buddy.
I require a target.
Down he goes, and we are level 43. Thank you very much. So long, Warg. Good job, Zinkiki. You're almost done now. Oh, that was a fat crit. I mean, a nice fat crit. I messed that up. Zinkiki saved me though. It hurts like the moon. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, we got all of those, and we need to kill one more piece of wildlife to get our 20 with Zinkiki. Looks like a good candidate right here. Venom Mist Lurker. Oh no, don't do that. Throw a couple of fireballs at it. There we are. It's dead. Alright, that's 20, and Zinkiki the Druid. Great guy, Zinkiki. Am I going the right way? Yeah, all the way back over here. We did come down a little ways from the road. A couple other farms around here, but this is where we need to go. Back up here. Back up here. You killed lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Okay, just wolves and spiders and bears, but still kind of the right idea. We need to go remove bad corn, rotten apples, unhealthy looking pumpkin. I ain't saying you're a gourd digger. Alright, Zinkiki.
What brings you here?
It looks like the Zinkiki is still having a little bit of trouble with his shapeshifting. Among other things, Zinkiki needs to work on his spell accuracy. I could see his rat spells spiraling out of control even from here. In fact, I used them as a marker to follow your progress through the woods. Perhaps we can use Zinkiki another way. Take him up to the top of the hill just to our east. The diseased hawks that circle above that hill must be destroyed. Ask Zinkiki to shoot at these hawks. Even if he can't hit them, he will distract them so that you can finish them off.
Ancestors watch over you.
Alright, Zinkiki, ready to go, man. We'll go that first. First, we need to clear out these bad apples. Oh, look, a poem wrath. Red. Rotten to the core. I love it. It's a little skeleton with an apple on his head. I'm guessing they won't all be poem wraiths, but maybe they will. That one is. I don't like things popping up on top of me. It messes up my rotation. Makes me unhappy. Is that one something evil? It is, so that's why I hit it right away. Thrashing Pumpkin. Perfect name for a garage band. Thrashing Pumpkins. Come on. Take that, Thrashing Pumpkin. Cookie time. Cookie time. Cookie time. Gotta eat them cookies. Alright. Ah, we were prepared for you this time, Thrashing Pumpkin. J-Chug! Get him, Zinkiki! Got all the pumpkins? One more pumpkin. Oh, come on. Okay, all the pumpkins. 2 more rotten apples. What does rotten to the core do anyway?
I
Can you
do
tell?
not have a target.
I know you don't have a target. Because we need another rotten apple. Attack and casting speed reduced by 40%. Huh. Interesting. Okay. But rotten to the core is a debuff. Well, take that. I don't care how rotten you are, that's gonna suck. Alright, 4 rotten apples removed. Poem wrath. Now we need to go get some bad corn. Kill the corn critters. Looks like corn critters be over here. Corn stalker. stop that! So funny. He's so great. I love Zinkiki. That was not good. Two of 6. I gotta get a lot of corn apparently. Go get him, Zinkiki. We're not done with him yet. Oh, you killed him off, dude. Nicely done. I don't even have him targeted. I can't even see him. How many is that? 4 of 6? That's just enough. I picked up quite a few green pieces here. Uh-oh, wait a minute here. Why are you guys upside down? Zinkiki. Zinkiki is real sorry about this. Go ahead and hit him with an extra Harvey power blast. While we're back here. Oh, good job, Zinkiki. Way to finish him off. Alright. That's all the corn. Alright, let's take Zinkiki up on the side of the hill. Have him kill those birds. Come, Zinkiki. We'll practice your aim up here. There we go. Here's our way up. We just let Zeke know when you're ready. I'll bring down those birds for you. Find when it's in range. Here we go. Whoa, there was a bit of a pause. Oh, here we go. Quit your Pokemon. Chipsif, time to kill cat. Meow. Alright, get another one, Zikiki. Alright, here I go. We'll get it, Zinkiki. You and I, together, man. I got this guy. See? Piece of cake. Bring us another one. With your Pokemon. That one. I expected to get that one. This is sort of the whole quest area of hit quests. Quests that result in mobs that you have to sneak up on. Hey, that tickles, man. Disease spit? Really? It's disgusting. Let me eat a cookie first, Kiki. I got disease spit on me, so yeah, I have to heal up. Very nasty stuff. Okay, bring us another one. Hey, that tickles, man. How is he not dead yet? One more. Hurry before my hot streak goes out. There we go. He's like, I do not have to face it. All I have to do is fire in that direction. So the artists were like, we don't care if it's not facing the way the firebolt comes out. Just launch it at the end of his hands. He'll turn around and eventually face his target. You don't worry your pretty little head about that. That's all 7. We're all done here, Zinkiki. Let's go, man. Oh, got a text from the daughter. We need to get back up to camp. We'll check it real quick. Alright, hold on 1 second. All right, sorry about that. That's my daughter. I had to text her back real quick. She's watching The Witcher and she's falling absolutely in love with Witcher and Yennefer together. So you got to understand that. And so of course I had to reply at least briefly just to say, oh, they're so cute together, and they are. And then I, reminded her that Yennefer is an incredibly morally ambiguous character, pretty much always self-serving. She's sort of the perfect Emma Frost, really, if you know Emma Frost. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh wait, no, I gotta go. We gotta do proper female Tauren. Now we're getting somewhere. How many birds did Zinkiki end up killing? None? You killed them all yourself? All right. I suppose we'll have to find another use for them then. I will let you know when the time is right. All right, Zinkiki, you're doing great. Don't let them talk you down. So long, man.
Fine Gilnair merchandise here.
Fine Gilnair merchandise here. Thank you for your help, Aleksendra. I know that picking vegetables isn't the most heroic task imaginable. Even the humbling tasks have their rewards.
The only honest merchant's a Gilnean merchant.
Right, I couldn't agree more.
Krona Kai Christor.
Once the animals are healed, our duties here are nearly complete. There will be more than enough, Aleksendra. Now I must need some time to perform my studies. I will speak to you again when you have completed my analysis, which I guess is now. We are not the only ancient crusaders here in the Plaguelands. Our headquarters, Hearthglen, lies to the north. Even nearer to the north is a small lumber mill which we also control. Nathaniel Dumais is my main contact at the lumber mill. I encourage you to speak with him should you find yourself in that part of the woods. Oh, I certainly can do that. Alright, but before we go to that part of the woods, we're going to return to Andorhol and clean up that city because, quite frankly, that place looked like a mess. There's Fiona's caravan making its way. I don't know why Fiona's caravan's got its own special mark on the map. I guess because it sort of makes its way across the Eastern Plaguelands. But it is a fun quest, Fiona's quest. And you help out those two dwarven buddies get their way to traveling all the way to Light's Hope Chapel and to try out for the Argent Crusade. Good stuff. Alright, let's go around to the back and see, around to the back side of Andorhol and see what we can do to help out there. Because like I said, it's a mess. Of course, back in Classic WoW in the day, even no matter, regardless of your maid's spec really didn't have nearly as much emphasis then as it does now. You still were, there were some spells you used all the time, like Arcane Blast. It's about time you arrived, mage. Darkmaster Ganling of the Cult of the Damned leads the Scourge offensive here in Andorhol. My old counterpart, Cortira, leads the Forsaken forces. If we're to win Andorhol, we'll have to defeat both, but we'll certainly fail if we take on both at once. I know Cortira well enough to know that he will focus on the Scourge first. We'll do the same. Take out the weaker desiccated Scourge to reduce their numbers. The Forsaken will have to wait to taste our wrath.
We do, but the living cannot.
Dried up Scourge, weak. Abomination, strong. We defeat strong abominations, we win war. Alright. Beat some dedicated Scourge. And some abominations. In other words, everything in front of us. If it flies, it dies. Alright, well, you're not going to come to the Plaguelands and not fight some undead, so let's get after it. That's a fact. Alright, let's get the murder train going a little better this time. That's better. I hate when I blink and it doesn't go anywhere. That's super annoying. Hey, Behemoth, what's up? Oh, are you gonna pull me to you? I don't need to pull me to you. I'll take you right where I am. He got stunned. Certainly have no ability to do that. Andorhol Death Guard. He is not on my list, but. Bye-bye, Magus. Oh, I lost my advanced power technique, that's alright. And he hits, he does hit kind of hard, so let's eat a cookie. And then we'll get back on the train, on the death train. There we are. Good enough. Oh, just missed it. That's alright. Still lagging on that guy, so yeah, sure, why not? He did get his blast wave off, for what it's worth. By level 42, they're like, you know what? 8's not enough. You need to kill 16. And 6 more of the big guys, for good measure. Not like there's a shortage of them, so I guess that's alright. Allies with summoners over there doing his thing. No more frostbolts for you. Ah, got a free crit off of you, buddy. That one meant nothing, though. Can't believe how little that one did. How many more? 2 more of those guys and 4 more of those guys. I guess Horde are over here, they can do the other side of this quest, right? I'm suspecting. Ow, for the blast wave. That was painful. That hurt a little bit. A little bit. Oh, hello there. Take that. There we go. We can finish him off with a scorch. One more. Sadly, not below 30% on that one. It'll be soon enough. Alright, that's all of those. I need one more gut guy. Here's one right here. That's all of those. Alright. Back to our quest dudes. Back around here, I think. Yeah. Quest dudes? Oh, seriously? Take that, buddy. That's what you get for coming after the mage. Okay, we're gonna sit and have a nice cookie, and then we'll come back and talk to you guys and see what we need to do next, because we've thinned the forces out a little bit. Killed those bad dudes. Abomination strong. Aleksendra stronger. Got it, Lurid.
I am yours to command.
You may not act quickly, but at least you do not fail me. Very well. I will have a more important task for you, Aleksendra, when the time is right. Oh, that's right now. Solomancer. The Solomancer is one of the few Scourge holdouts remaining west of the Andorhol. The headmaster of Solomance, a cultist by the name of Dark Master Ganling, has made an appearance on the battlefield. That will be his final mistake. You will find Ganling in a square near the southeast end of town. I want you to go and fight and weaken Ganling. I will join you to help finish him off. Ganling is strong, but do not worry. I will join you after you begin to fight him. Ganling has brought with him his lieutenant, Battlegore, with him. His clattering horror is far more dangerous than any of the other scourge. You will find upon the battlefield even abominations. You will find Battlegore within an old town hall building near the center of town. I recommend caution before fighting him, Aleksendra. He will not be a pushover.
None shall oppose you, Death Lord.
All right, gotta go find a couple of fellas, a couple of mages. Ah, Lang, lost grip.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are ya? Arise to summoner is bolstering the Scourge defenses. With simple skeletons, an army of weaklings that will overwhelm you before it overpowers you. He has assembled animi within Andorhol's northern towers that spew these skeletons out at an alarming rate. But I have a solution. Their function is simple. Throwing grenades is a bone animus, or for that matter, a mob of skeletons will reduce them to splinters. 5 berserkers and a barge animus.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Alright, let's go grenade us up some skeletons, shall we? Keep grenading. Alright. I need a scourge bone animus. Alright, we did it. Okay, clubbed us one time, and we nearly died running in there like a madman, but we got him. Eat a cookie, and go get the next one. It's back up, spewing those skeletons out.
Pleased to meet you.
Those grenades are all explosives, nothing more. I may not be a goblin engineer, but I still understand the value of being able to just explode things every once in a while. With the animus destroyed, the next logical step is to take out Raj himself. And to take a shard of his phylactery you've probably already seen lurking at the fountain, the center of town. Take my grenades with you, but it won't do anything to Raj. But if he decides to summon any of those skeletons, you can use them to blow them away. Again.
You have a great day now.
First item. Put this on the bar at P. Alright. I don't have anything on T for the moment. Yeah, there's a surprise. You can't do that hook again for a minute. Well, there's no shortage of aggro on these guys. Make no mistake. I believe the man I'm looking for is in here. Upstairs, most likely. Nope, there's Rattlevore. Ow. So long, Rattlegore. Alright, there's Zaraj the Summoner. Let's eat our cookie. Remember, we got bone skeletons. Stop that. Alright, we got Araj the Summoner dead. And got his phylactery. Got one more guy to kill. You're in town. Excuse me. You are not part of my group. You're not on my tour. Open gut behemoth, also known as Stitches. Where's the guy I'm looking for? Parkmaster Ganling, here you are. My life is forfeit. That doesn't seem right. For the Horde! For the Alliance! Let me out! Free. Aha! Yeah, you're going down there, buddy. Doesn't need Andorhol. The city's worthless to fight over. So long. Alright, well. Altera helped us. The rumors that you were here in Lordaeron. You heard correctly, Thessarian. Wanted to give you a chance to kill me again. Looked like it may have to come to that. Yes, it may, but not today. With the scourge out of the way, I plan to pull my troops back and regroup. I see. Then I will do the same. But you must be aware, Koltira, we are brothers no longer. You are a member of the Horde now, and I am of the Alliance. Eventually, we will battle for Andorhol, and only one of us can walk off this battlefield victorious. Yes, I know, and don't think that I'll go easy on you. Very well. I look forward to it. There they go. I need to get out of here before Huzitz comes back. Gambling won't stay gone so long. That much we can be assured of. Alright, let's pick our way back to this one-horse town. Alright, Thessarin. We've helped you out with Andorhol here.
I am here to serve.
Solomon, sir. Excellently done, Aleksendra. And now, with the leader of the Scourge forces emanating from Andorhol, we can bide our time. Excellently done, Aleksendra. Raj is a formidable opponent. Be prepared. Raj dead. That is good. That gnome has done his part in winning this war, as have you, Aleksendra. The Alliance are victorious. I've already gone to Chilliwin camp.
The Ebon Blade will prevail.
Alright, well. Guess what we'll do is we'll ride over here to the horse, take the short flight over to Chilliwind, and then come back and go to the next quest point. Guess they really did want me to come here before I went to Chilliwind.
Hello?
Oh well. We need a flight to Chilliwind camp, please. Well, that was a fine little fun first quest hub there in Western Plaguelands, although now it is actually technically my second quest hub. I'm going to report to the commander here, and she's going to be like, you've already done everything you can do here.
Greetings.
First battle for Andorhol. Oh, I still got more quests to do, though, so that's good. These farmers from the south wish to take these farms, but I can't let them into the Plaguelands unprepared. Even with the Scourge gone, danger still looms in the form of the Forsaken. No, we must be ready to fight, and that includes our new visitors. Before doing anything else, however, I would recommend you travel to Uther's tomb to the east, and place his tribute before his statue and ask for his blessing. Speak with the priest that tends to soon when you are finished.
Be careful.
Oh, gotta go get Uther's blessing. Uther Lightbringer, father of Arthas. Excuse me. Onward. Now, I don't know that we'll go to the Eastern Plaguelands. I love Fiona and her little caravan, but I did that with my Night Elf just recently. I mean, my Void Elf. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, fun. I'm not sure I'm ready to immediately turn around and do it all over again right away. There are other level 50 to 60 zones I can go, or level 45 to 50 zones. Wow, the temple to Uther Lightbringer has gotten an upgrade. It looks nice. The Reverence. Hello, Theldonis.
Greetings.
You and the humans at Children Camp wish to retake Andorhol? I wish you luck. If you truly intend to move forward in this battle for Andorhol, perhaps I can help. To the east lies a large crypt. The bottom level of the crypt was once used for storage of weapons and armor until the Scourge came. Now that the undead have left, the weapons are free for the taking. Most of the weapons are probably rusted and rotten by now, but they will serve better than tunics and pitchforks.
Go in peace.
Go in peace. Yep. However, though, you know I both know that that thing is not going to be uninhabited. We know it for a fact. Well, for whatever reason, again, still, I've not gotten any skipped frames tonight, and the throughput has been fine all night. So it's kind of crazy, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right, we're going to go down inside this tomb is what we're going to do. This tomb layout is identical to every other tomb layout. I've been doing these for so long. I have nightmares of these tombs, honestly. Hello, Giant Hitch. Who do we have here? A foul name. So long, buddy. Scattered all over the bottom of the crypt, you find shattered crates that once held weapons and armor. It appears someone got here before you did. As you turn around, you see the silhouettes of shambling skeletons on the stairs. The undead aren't gone from this crypt, they are lying in wait. Furthermore, they appear to be armed with the weapons that you came for. You'll have to escape the crypt on your way out. You should gather as many pieces of equipment as you can. Oh, hello. Gotta get the murder train going. And we will. Come on, wait for it. Oh, just missed it. Don't curse me. I'll remove your curse. Haha! Look at me, I'm a mage. Barely have line of sight there. Okay. Ambushed. We are ready to turn in. All I gotta do is get out of here. Which I intend to do. Place is crawling with undead now. Surprisingly enough. Thanks a lot, Crypt Keeper. Some help you are. Alright, let's return these all these weapons and armor. I mean to take off skeletons. I hadn't actually left at all. My buff is up. I do have critical strike increased by 25% from Uther's blessing though. I need to kind of run back and turn that off. Hey Camp, what's up?
What can I do for you?
Here you are. Attacked by ghosts? Strange. Like that grip wasn't fully healed after all. You missed Thurman Grant. You remember? The oaf of a farmer that was here earlier? He took his men with him and traveled to the nearest farm, against my orders. Crypt Keeper's Bell. Nice. That farmer's traveled to the Writhing Haunt, an old farm to the northeast across the river. Someone needs to keep an eye on him. Bring him those rusty weapons and armor you found. You can't have them fighting with pitchforks.
Have a good one.
A belt is one of the few things that I do not have as a piece of heirloom. So let's put that upgraded belt on. Level 50. Yeah, I'll take that. Stand an upgrade to the gloves. Do I have any new gloves? Nope. Got a backpack full of stuff though. All kinds of green gear has been dropping for me. Tiger Bane. Mine's when equipped. I wonder what that's worth. That's pretty cool. It's just got a special ability. It's not probably not even all that cool looking per se, but increases attack power by 1. But that's a classic WoW kind of weapon, right? Pretty sure I have that. What about this one? I don't know if I have that one or not. Male definitely gets some of the best looking armor. Make no mistake. Okay. Alright, let's go help that farmer out. Oh, first of all, let's talk to the vendor here. And at least clear out the grays. Thank you. Very good.
Be careful.
Mail, cloth. Oh, I do have some gloves. Put Gremling's gloves on. They're 44. Good old green silk armor. Whoops. Didn't intend to disenchant those, but it's disenchanted now. Right up bracers. 43. What do I have now? 43. Reese's bracers. Alright. Very good, very good. Count the bags a bit.
Light be with you.
Get rid of that. Okay. Mystery meat. We do not need any mystery meat. Alright. That puts a little more room back in the bags. Let's go visit our man, our farmers, see if they need help. That's Northridge Lumber Mill, and here's the Writhing Hawk. Doesn't look like a very pleasant place, really. Excuse me. Not a very pleasant place at all, really. Okay, we're gonna head on across here and help these farmers out. Over to Riding Hawk as soon as we can. Past the Death Guard. I suppose this is the Scourge cleaned version of it now. Would appear to be the case. Yep, desiccated mages. A slightly different phase. Oh, they're having some problems here. Glory. You inside the house here? Thurman, my man.
Hey there.
Valifus send you? He doesn't know when to let up, does he? Well, now that you're here, we'll gladly take that armor off your hands. You can keep those weapons, though. These men wouldn't know which end to hold. I told Commander Valifus that we could hold our own, and we intend to. I had a little conversation with the Death Knight General Thessarion on my way over here. We farmers plan to help in our own way. We'll take control of this farm, begin to cultivate the land, and then when the battle for Andorhol commences, we'll attack the Forsaken from the rear. They'll never expect it. First, we need to get rid of these Forsaken Outriders. Kill some for me, would you?
Be careful.
Not a problem. That's what we're here for. Thinning out the ranks, killing Forsaken. And there's no shortage of them. Hot shake and then, yeah, there we go. This is how we like to fight our enemies, from a long ways away. With several stacks of enhanced pyrotechnics. There you go, provincial settler. These guys come from all directions. These guys really don't stand a chance. Murder train is going, baby. This is perfect for us. That's all. All I need, 10. Ten up, 10 down. Alright, Thurman. What else you got?
You need something?
You need something? You fight well, Draenei. My men could stand to learn a few moves from an experienced mage like you. In fact, I might still be able to help to train some of my men. Probably noticed that abomination outside. We initially tried to fight him, but he didn't fight back. He seems to want to help out on the farm. Take a group of our settlers and challenge this abomination to combat. Seems to be pretty tough, but with one of him and 5 of you, I think we'll have a chance of beating him. Alright.
See you later.
Okay, Mr. Gory. Let's go, man. Ooh there. Gory not very good at planting, but Gore very good at reaping. If you really want to help out, you can help me and my friends with some combat practice. Want to fight? Okay, Gory fight. Gory give up. You farmers fight more good. We do. Do indeed. Alright, Thurman. Train your men how to fight. Now what?
Can I help you?
We can handle things from here, Aleksendra. I thank you for your help. I assume when next we meet, it'll be in battle. Take care of yourself until then.
See you around.
Oh, upgraded. A temporary peace. But like I said, that doesn't matter because they're still not going to be as good as my stupid. $51. Okay, maybe they're a little better for now. But I don't get the 10% experience gain, so no. I'm not losing 10% of my experience buff right now. Okay. Battle resumes. Minderstead. Ah, here's our camp over here. Let me see, I know I got that.
What can I do for you?
Fort of the Syrian at the
What's
Western
your bag?
Playgrounds. Back down there, huh? Okay. Well, we'll go up and do this quest up here first. Matter of fact, we may save that to tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It's getting on pretty late. I've been right at 2 hours and 12 minutes. So I'm starting to wind down a little bit, but there's a little quest up here, I believe. A little hub that we want to knock out. Some fun things. Knolls. Red Pine Dell. Ow. A lot of knolls up here. Spellcasting knolls on top of that. Well, here we go. I forgot I can even do that now. Ooh, a lot of spiders down here. Let's not aggro them just yet. I seem to recall when I was here last time that... Hello, Kelly.
Need help?
Kelly Dumas. I'm happy for Nathaniel. He spent so long trying to return to Northridge, and now with the Scarlet Crusade out of the way, he can finally just move back home. It's just, even for such a seemingly idyllic setting, it's not really the best place to raise a family. For example, along this valley's edge, you'll find rabid foxes searching for innocent prey. Every once in a while, I catch a glimpse of one looking right at me. Please, Mage, remove some of these foxes. I don't feel safe with them near.
Have a good one.
That's Kelly's baby. It's so awesome. Carrying a backpack with a baby on it. Okay. Nathaniel,
King's honor, friend.
welcome to Northridge, Mage. Hi, it's good to be back in Northridge. I've got my mill, my beautiful wife, a bouncing baby boy. I've even put my hat in with the Argent Crusade. We'll be supplying Tyrion's forces with lumber. My lumberjacks are being exceptionally productive. We're being exceptionally productive, too, up until the point when the spiders came. Now they refuse to go any deeper in the woods. Maybe you can help me out. Hop on one of my horses and use it to frighten those spiders. Maybe we can avoid bloodshed and just scare them away.
Go with honor.
That's right.
friend.
We don't kill the spiders. We frighten them away. All I need is a horse to do it with. Any other Hearthglen Mustangs will do. Go get some spiders, boys. Yeah. I'm not scaring them. What do I have to do? Oh, hit one. Didn't even see my bar. It's like herding cats. You're just herding spiders. There you go. Off we go.
Well met.
Well, it sounds like they're actually afraid of the Mustang. But they're not leaving for good. Can't have you running around on a horse forever. Not that I don't think you want to. Fine. Bloodshed it is. Mount a Hearthglen Mustang near the Northridge Lumber Mill and use it weenie ability to send 10 Northridge spiders to the Hearthglen recruits at the Northland Lumber Mill. You can round up several spiders at once.
Light bless you.
Bloodshed it is. Here are the recruits. We send the spiders to the recruits. They kill the spiders. Last time I just had to flee them off. This time I got to run them at the spiders. All right. Get up there, boys. We'll get another pack of them. This is such a fun quest. You're literally hurting spiders. Oh, some peeled off. Get over there, boys. Go get them. All right, we need 3 more. Let's get us some stack of them. No, not that way, you pesky spiders. Get over there. Alright. Got them all. Nah. So much fun.
Need help?
Nice riding there, Aleksendra. Pretty impressive silhouette on that Mustang. Why, thank you. Alright, before you go, I have a message for you. There's someone in Hearthcliff said he'd like to meet you. Said he's heard your name pop up a few times. Consider yourself lucky, Aleksendra. Not everyone gets a personal audience with High Lord Tyrion Fordring. Oh, and feel free to use one of my Mustangs to ride up there. They're the fastest money can buy.
For the Alliance.
Alright, before we ride up there, though, we'll, kill some foxes. Rabid fox. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but I did. Hey, Levy. 12? Alright, it'll be a little while. Fortunately, as we have seen, terrain does not block line of sight in any way, shape, or form. Halfway there. I don't know why I don't have any hit point damage left. I like I healed up. I'm aware of. I swear I caught one of them looking straight at me. As long as I have the time, let's give him another big old fire blast. How many more do I need? One more rabid fox. One right here. He's chewing on me pretty hard. But that's the last rabid fox I need. Precision needs me to kill some gnolls for it too.
What can I do for you?
Oh yes. The gnolls resolve and red pine thievery. 2 hours and 24 minutes. A couple of more quests to go. 12 a.m. I'm sorry, yeah, 12 a.m. right now. Let's see what we got. Further to the south, you'll find red pine gnolls, a new arrival to the area. You probably passed some on your way here. Nathaniel pretends like they're not a problem, but I know better. I've seen them running away with our lumber at night. I don't know what they do with lumber. They don't seem particularly handy. That doesn't stop them from stealing it. Head down to the camps and steal that lumber back. I have my doubts about those gnolls' intentions. They haven't attacked us yet, but their numbers are growing. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Hey there.
Maybe if we took away some of their weapons, they'd be a little less likely to pose a threat to our mill. I'd feel much better about the whole situation if you went down there and brought me some of their weapons back.
Safe travels.
Alright, Kelly Dumas. Go kill some gnolls. Nobody here that didn't see that coming. Little gnoll killing exercise. There's our first candidate there. Squirrel. You need to die.
I am out of range.
I am out of range. These are elemental shamans. Need to pick up the lumber. We didn't quite get that one off in time, that's alright. Staves, clubs, whatever they got. I didn't want a lava burst under me. All the same to you. Thank you very much. Those critted the way I wanted them to. That one did though. You're dead. You're so dead. How are you even still alive? Picking up some wood, clearing out some red pine knolls. Need one more shaman. One more club. Nice that I got a crit on that. That's all the wood I need. Need one more knoll. That's it. Back. See if she has anything else for me. I bet that's it. I bet that's all I have to do. And then I can ride the horse on up to the next little encampment. Maybe there'll be an inn there and I can call it for a night. Let's go see. Starting to wear down a little thin. Starting to get a little tired. That Connor's gone to bed. I've got high elves.
The eternal sun guides us.
Blood elves, perhaps. Orcs. Night elves. Mixtures of horde and races on the Argent Crusade. Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Hello. Some of the older lumberjacks tell me that the red pines there lived in the area several years ago, but when their plague arrived, that doesn't make it okay for them to steal it, though. I've just put this back over in the lumber stores outside. Nathaniel probably won't even notice it was missing. I don't want to order some sort of mass null genocide because of a mother's worries. I just feel like I feel safe in my home. Thank you, Aleksendra. I'll be throwing those in the fire. We don't want gnolls just sneaking in and stealing them back.
See you around.
Perfect. Level 46, rare upgrade, red pine cloak. A lovely cloak. And it's item level 50, because it got a rare upgrade. But again, we'll just disenchant it. Along with these pants. And this wand. Okay. Let's take the horse. Report to High Lord Tyrion Foldering. We'll meet his daughter later on. Oh, the battle resumes, and High Lord Foldering up here. Huh. Alright. Well, let's go on up to North High Lord Foldering. And we'll conclude with the battle resumes. Besides, I want to get this flight point. Just checking in, head of steel, heading out to bed. Great, thanks for coming by, buddy. Appreciate you checking in. We are actually about to head out ourselves. It is 12:08 here, and I'm starting to get a little tired, so we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon ourselves. But thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for the host. I'm glad to hear that. You know, last night and a couple of nights before, I was having a lot of frame rate problems, a lot of chunkiness, and for whatever reason tonight, it's not. You know, I think I made a couple of changes, but didn't look like anything too major. But for whatever reason tonight, we are not having any problems at all. So great, thanks. I appreciate you letting me know. Oh, we got a whole encampment here. It's like a little castle. It's like Theramore. Thanks to this Theramore. Where'd my get the flight point here? Thanks, brother. Have a good night. Take care. I'm gonna guess Tyrion Foldering is inside the castle. There are more quests here. Oh, you pitched me right off this horse. Heathglen, huh? I don't remember doing quests up here in Heathglen. Honestly, I don't remember being in Heathglen before.
The time of the Argent Crusade is
Hello,
now.
Tyrion.
Aleksendra, it's truly a pleasure. Well, you're young and still training, but I've had my eye on you. We among the Argent Crusade are always looking for promising new recruits. You have indeed shown great promise. I have no immediate tasks for you, but you merely wish to meet you in person and see for myself what kind of Draenei you really are. For the time being, the amenities of Hearthglen are yours to enjoy. I look forward to our next meeting, Aleksendra. You are dismissed.
Courage is our greatest weapon.
And good men and women at the Minderstead. You got it, Lord Tyrion Foldring. Well, hello, Dalaran, Delane. These people have quests for me. Let's accept their quests.
Greetings.
I've been many places in my life. Good mage, I fought the battle for Ankaraj, passed through the dark portal into Outland, and joined the Argent Crusade to beat down Scourge in coldest Northrend. But before it all, I was a farmer here in Lordaeron. Now I find myself here in Hearthglen, a scant few miles from home. Time I paid
For
my
the
respects.
Alliance.
Hey, come back here, I was talking to you.
Hey there. Be careful.
Stop walking
Greetings.
around. I'm heading to the Minderstead before I return home. I wouldn't mind meeting up with you again once I get there. Reconvene with Dalgaron at the Minderstead.
Have a good one.
Will do. Daria Elrain.
I am honored.
Greetings. How do you do? My name is Daria. I am one of the priests in charge of preserving our peace here in Hearthglen. One of my duties involves maintaining the tower down the trail to the southeast of Hearthglen. This particular tower is of personal importance to the High Lord, the place where his son was killed. With the recent incursion of gnolls, however, maintenance of the tower has grown difficult. Will you help me to rid the trail of this gnoll vandal so that I can do my duty?
May the stars guide
With
you.
pleasure. Now, it may be one of these rooms is an actual inn. Not this one. Maybe the other one? Sometimes they are, actually. But nope. Not today. Alright. Checked all four. See if there's an inn in town. If it's like Theramore, and it looks to be designed exactly like Theramore, there'll be an inn over here at the far end. Oh, there's a blacksmith. Mage tower. A mine. A clothier. Town hall. There might be a min here. Is it an inn? Should be an inn, but it's not. It's just a house. Town hall. I find it difficult to believe they would have built this whole rune and not put a single inn in the stronghold. But, believe it or not, it's certainly possible. Well, if the tower is not an inn, then yeah, there's no inn here. And the tower is not an inn. Castle's not an inn. Town hall's not an inn. Neither of these houses are inns. This other tower, maybe? Negative. Well, lovely place you got here, but no place to log out. Oh, I'll bet you there's a quest sending me down in that mine. I have no doubt of that. Let's go ahead and talk to Lieutenant Miner.
Can I help you?
It's just a few trainees. I'll come back and do that in a minute. Well, I can't believe there's not an inn, but there's not an inn. So, back to Chillowin Camp, I suppose. We know there's an inn. And then we'll log out there. Oh, hello, Flightmaster.
How are you?
Have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to fly to the end and log out. It's been a great night, lots of fun, a good amount of questing and quite a bit of progress in the Western Plaguelands. Want to thank Rebel Valhalla for coming by. Absolutely appreciate it, brother. Hope you're having a great night. I also want to thank Head of Steel for stopping by and giving us a little quick host tonight. He showed up just about the time that we were logging out, but that's still pretty cool. We've been on almost 3 hours now, so it's a full night, full long stream. The stream, as always, will be up. Did my other bot kick off at any point? I do not see it. We'll work on that one. So, as always, I will be uploading the stream and you can view it on the VOD over at the YouTubes. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/c/DustyMonk with a capital D and a capital M. So, thank you so much for coming by. We're going to go over here. We're going to drop off in the inn. We're going to wave goodbye and we'll call it a night. Be here in just a minute. All right. Whew, there you go. There's that big yawn. Apologies. But it's late here. And I'm not as young as I used to be. Yes, I think
Greetings.
I made this in my
Farewell.
home. But if it's not, it is now. It's a small inn. Can't even sit in the chairs, it's so small. Sadness. Alright. Well, time to slash wave. Good night, everybody. You guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.